Low, low. Hands and knees to the floor, 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 floor. Lord, I need you some more. Cause lately I'm tripping, lately I'm slipping, lately I'm drifting. Nothing like I was before, Used to make it to church, used to stay in your word. Now my spirit disturbed. Feel like it's been so long ago, go. Now when I knew that you had what I need, and I used to play my position, and I used to follow your lead. You used to tell me you got it. I take a seat, fall back and retreat. I was just blessed as can be. Nothing compared to your peace. But where did it go? I promise you I done look high and look low. And I promise I done try about everything that I know. But that was a no. Love me so. Low. I done tried it all before. Hands and knees to the floor. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know. Lord, I need you some more. Yeah, I know Christmas is gone, but I'ma need more of your presence. You said when I'm weak, you were strong. Well, I'ma need more of your blessing. Cause I'm feeling low. Talking so low as depressing. I just wanna be fly like the Jetsons. Instead, I'm falling evanescence. But I play it cool, don't stress it. Till I land on the stretcher. Praying, pleading for a blessing. Would've thought from the last time that would've taught me a lesson. Would've thought from the last time I'd have a little more reverence. I just pray you forgive me, Lord. Feel so far away, don't know if you hear me, Lord. Broken and wounded, I need you to heal me, Lord. Then take your spirit and fill me, Lord. Cause lately I've been feeling low. I done tried it all before. Hands and knees to the floor. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. There's no other place to go.
Hello. Right, guys, right. Listen, this is Roger Moore here on the Lift Show. It looks like I got a full house today. DJ H is going to be coming in, chatting some Vevez-vous France or whatever that language is. I failed French at school anyway, so yeah. I'm alongside Michael and Shania. Yo, guys, let's test out these mics, see if we're on it. Okay, not loud enough. Go for it, bro. Toto. I wouldn't believe it. 1 second. Go on, try again.
1 2 1 2.
All right, we're gonna sort this out because Michael's mic is. Oh yeah, I know it's not working. That's my fault. 1 second. All right, guys, go for it. Yo.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Oh yeah, we definitely on. Shania, what you saying?
Hello.
Okay, yo, we back. Yo, guys, this is Roger here on the Lift Show alongside my Shania and Michael, and you're gonna hear me kick off now. We're live on Vine Radio. I'm gonna be hopefully be on a crazy amount of different platforms on top of that still, yeah. And we're gonna go in. You're gonna see an emotional Roger kick off as an old elder, as someone who's coming to his pension life, but somebody who's kind of older, who's been around for a few years. And I'm gonna kick off based upon a video that I saw social network of a conversation between Wisdom and some of the guys from not part of Hope Dealers, but the whole Spat Nation record label, who are doing mighty things for God in the dual gospel. And sometimes when people say that, Roger, you sound like an old fuddy-duddy moaning about the youths these days, I am doing this show about has youth attitudes, disrespectful youth. I don't know how I'm going to titleize this, but them disrespectful youths, guys, yeah? I'm talking to young people, yeah. They've got no manners, no respect for the elders, them still, yeah? And they're coming to church and they still have the same manners, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And they still want to make the same mistakes and then again, and we think that coming to Christ will give us a little bit of wisdom anyway still, yeah? But yeah, we're going to touch on that. I'm going to press play on the radio, press play on the interview, so you're going to hear elements of the interview here live on the show, and we're going to discuss it. And guys, I would say please be honest. I'm going to be moaning about you guys as being the same generation as these guys, and you're going to try and justify to me that there is a hope in the future that we're going to have great leaders in the gospel. You know what I'm saying, that actually believe in the body. But anyway, we'll break down that interview. So if everyone's there listening going, oh my gosh, what have I put myself in for? You put yourself into real talk. And like I said, H is going to come in here and try and convince us that he knew that France was going to win the World Cup. Yeah. All right, then we're going to first track was Kaya Oloko, who, if you didn't know, has left God Over Money. That's it, God Over Money. And it's going to be called King Aleko, I think. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
No.
I've never heard of that artist.
Okay, right. You can tell some people keep up to date with gospel music, but you know, praise the Lord still, you know. Or it must be the style thing still, you know what I mean? But we give man's apply with that one. But listen, right, so guys, check this out. It's so enjoy. I must admit, enjoy these tracks. Right, it's done with God Over Money, but it switched out with good vibes. It wasn't just a crash out like Alhar Ghazal when he crashed out to Reach Records when everyone cussed him out basically about I don't know nothing about CHH. It was none of them bad vibes, pure God bless vibes, and the man move on there still, yeah. But listen, I'm gonna move on swiftly to Joy by Mike Teasy. Yes, the name is a little bit cheesy. Don't know, but anyway, so yeah. But anyway, so I couldn't resist that, man. You know what I'm saying? I should have been one of them rappers that do the battle rapping, man. Still, but listen, right, guys, check this out, man. Joy.
Yeah, I got my joy back. I got joy. Yeah. I got my joy back. I got my joy back. You can't even think it from me. Hold up, I got my joy back. I was broken, I was beaten on, but I got my joy back. Now I got joy that's unspeakable. I got my joy back. On a new level I thought was unreachable. I got my joy back. Not scared of the devil cause I'm undefeatable. I got my joy back. Give me the mic and give me the trap. Him and the slingshot and the rock, I gotta stay strapped. Devil always tryna derail the strain. That's a distraction. I hope you grasping every single bit of knowledge that I'm packing. Tell the devil he can beat it, Michael Jackson. I'm about to put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Okay, who's ready for the war? Time to lace up. KG on the beat, turn the claps and the bass up. Wow. Been silent for a minute now, I think it's time to say something. The world's been sleeping, I gotta tell him to wake up. Wake up, better wake up. But I got my joy back, I ain't tryna waste none. Yeah, I got my joy back. I got joy. Yeah. I got my joy back. I got my joy back. You can't even think it from me. Hold up, I got my joy back. Joy in my soul, from my head to my toes. I can feel it real deep, so I gotta let you know. Keeping God over all things, thanking God for the small things. Gave his life for me, that's a big thing, but it didn't even cost me. The devil tried to steal my joy, but no, not today. Tearing down any obstacles that he tried to build in my way. I had them thoughts about suicide, me in a box with a suit and tie on. Feel like I came to the end of my road. Father God help me cause I need some hope. Then he came right to my rescue. I mean, what can I say? I'm a blessed dude. He opened up so many doors for me and shut other doors so that nothing else could get through. Man, the devil was messing with my emotions. Had me testing the water, jump in the ocean. I was sinking and drowning, thinking I'm coasting. That's the moment that I had to let the Holy Ghost in. That's when I got my joy back. Can I get an amen? Yeah, I got my joy back. I got joy. Yeah. I got my joy back. I got my joy back. You can't even think it from me. Hold up, I got my joy back. Yeah. This joy you can't take from me. No way. Every day I gotta thank the Lord for saving me. I do. If my life was in my hands, it'd probably be a tragedy. 100. But when it's all said and done, I know I'll be a masterpiece. Not one of the ones trying to be famous. Nah. Man, I do this for the people living dangerous. Yeah. When the devil come and try to leave you brainless, to the point that you questioning what your name is. What? There's a savior that can save you. Yeah. Let him show you what you're made of. No more time procrastinating. Not the time for elevation. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Homie, that's his mission. But when he comes up, I stand firm on the rock. I'm not changing my position. If you really wanna know how I got joy, well, homie, just listen. It's because I know the Lord gives grace, and it's sufficient. And it's sufficient. Yeah. It's sufficient. Yeah. It's sufficient. Yeah. Yeah. I got my joy back. I got joy. I got joy. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got my joy back. I got my joy. I got my joy. I got my joy back. I ain't even get money. Hold up. I got my joy back.
Okay, guys, we got Gate Crash today. Still, we got H in the room as well. H, let's test out your. He's here. Yeah. So we got pure noise going on, and we're gonna deal with an issue. When I say issue, a major problem for myself. No, it's not even a major problem because I have got French in my blood system, which is advantage.
Lovely.
And France won the World Cup, I believe.
Allez bleu. Allez bleu. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, I may blow over the French when I do the whole pictures afterwards. Still, yeah, going on. Yeah, so I may do something appropriate like that. But H, right. Who was the best team on Sunday?
It was France. It was very the team that won.
Guys. He said that while laughing. How much did they pay the
Nah. You
can't have a free kick, which was never a free kick that they scored from.
Okay.
And you cannot have VAR make a decision like they made a decision that was wrong, which everyone agrees that is wrong.
Okay.
And there would have been 1-0 down at half time after being balled off the park by Croatia.
Okay.
But I'm cool with them winning, G. I'm cool with, because I did say Croatia was dark horse. I did say from time he said nah. But Croatia did make it there. But you had to show they scored 2 goals. That, you know what I mean.
But what did I say to Raj? I said to you, a couple weeks ago, I said it's going to be France and whoever the losers are going to be in the final. I said this. I said I don't care who we face. I don't care who gets there. I said it's going to be France and the losers. And you was like, England, Brazil, all these.
No. Shania, can you explain to me about England? Shania is cracking up when he said England because she knows that England was a problem for me winning.
Yeah, it was. You didn't want England to win.
I didn't want England to win that, bro. So I'm saying England with Lingard. Imagine Lingard, bro.
Nah, but in all honesty, in regards to the final, France did play better. Like, I think Croatia, when they scored the equalizer, it was a bit mad because then you kind of thought, how are France going to react? And Croatia had a lot of chances, chances, but if you're not finishing them, like,
bro, you gotta have the strikers, man. They gotta have the striking power, and to be honest, France is like, it's got a ridiculous amount of wealth of talent. And the joke is, you know what makes me laugh? Is England thinks they got a young team. Nah. France has got a officially younger team still. It's like straight up real. But I put up on my Instagram. I'll put up a picture on my Clarendon FC, and it emphasized where all the players come from.
Yeah. Also from Africa, you know.
Yeah, it's like literally United Nations of Africa versus the world, man. It's like, yo, you know, I didn't know, but Mbappe is half Cameroon and half Algerian.
Yeah. My friend's Algerian, so he always claims him, and he always claims
he claims that.
Yeah, he claims him all the time, man. So, but nah, in all seriousness, let's get down to it.
Okay, cool.
As soon as Deschamps took off Kante and put on Nzonzi, that was a change of the game, because Kante was just running around not doing anything in the final. Puts on Nzonzi, it's a change. Pogba ran the show, literally ran the show, and we won. That's all I wanted to come on here and say. We won. I told you we would win.
Hey Mikey, he's getting your new Pogba Man United shirt still. I heard it's 182 quid. You know what I'm saying? So the full kit in my story. But, like, you know, end of the day, still, let France win. As long as let England never won, you know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly, I can be at peace. And I must admit, Croatia wasn't really, they was on edge. Their first 11 was great. You know what I mean? Great goal by Perisic. You know what I mean? But to be honest, you know, you gotta have that finishing power. But I just love the way they did over England. It was just beautiful. You said Manducci showed Kane how to finish from that angle. But let's not go into it. But this is not a football show, guys. It is. Nope. We're here to talk about the gospel music, but football plays 99.9% of men in church life. When they try to get home in time for the football game. I did say that loud. But and the problem is you got football from early these days, isn't it? On a Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday is
12, you know.
Guys, Sunday is a problem, yeah, for Sky, for me.
Some people are skipping out on the preacher and the sermon and offering and everything just to catch a 12 o'clock kickoff, you know, Raj.
Listen, man, you know what I mean? From 12 o'clock, you've got the early game, and then you could have a second game
at 2:15 or something.
And then you got the third game.
4 o'clock game.
Yeah. And then you got the 3 games for Spanish Liga.
Yeah,
afterwards.
7, 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So Shania's going, no. Are we the same? We're preparing you for life, sis. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that period, you just like, yo, dude, you just you just do something else.
Plan around.
You plan around it. You plan around it, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the burgers and not the burgers. It's gonna be healthy stuff. No. It's some apples and fruits and whatever they're still out there. And then you just go and then you go about your business. Yeah, okay, a few peanuts there, KP salted. But you know, you just got a couple of stuff, and then you go about your business. But you know, and whatever that's on. Just do what you gotta do, chill out with the girls while the man them just sit down there and just popcorn the whole day. But anyway, so that's life. We're not encouraging spend time with the word and, you know, praise the Lord and all that business on a Sunday. Yes, we do encourage that. But guys, the World Cup's over. Got 4 years to go. Next one's in Qatar. In
December.
Yeah, it's in December, man. So it's gonna be slightly hot. So it's gonna be about 38. No, it's not in December though. But it's gonna be about 30 degrees, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, so that should be interesting still. You know what I mean? So let's hope that France should be having a mature team then, and we see how it goes, man. What, 2 years from now? You see how it goes, Mike. So you're quiet about the football. Was you bothered about it?
Well, my name is Michael Pesson.
Okay, cool. Yeah, get corrected.
Pesson is a French word.
Jeez, talk to them. Talk to them.
That my team won in it.
All right, listen. Excellent. That's why Mike's on the show today, you know. That's the key reason. That's it, Mike Pesson, you know. Hey, listen.
Right, my name is Roger Moore, and my name is Irish. I'm Irish. something else. Yeah, you know what I mean. Something else. So you know what I mean. So Michael got it French. How does he go French? Listen, man. You know, I've got a Spanish middle name, but you know, let's not go there. Still, you know, it's like my middle name still. Yeah, it's name after the King of France. You know, still. Yeah.
It's Spanish.
You say so like, you know, so it's Alfonso. So that's my name. So nice. You know, and you can hence my lack of love towards the English language, why my sons are Raphael and Xavier. And you know the joke is you know Williams from Wales, centre back.
Yeah,
his sons are Raphael and Xavier as well, you know. So, you know, there's certain combinations out there still that's amazing in the way. So, yeah, but listen, guys, we're not hinting to rip me off when it comes to Raphael and Xavier. Pick your own names and stick to that still, yeah. But I'm going to play a track from Marvelous, the artist that's going on kind of Marvelous. And he's coming out with a grime sound, which originally, if anyone knows him from back in the day, when I say back in the day, probably about 3-4 years ago, you would know that he was actually rapping on normal hip-hop. Would you say that, guy?
Yep.
Yeah. It was just a normal, really good youth that could rap. I don't know. Did you hear stuff from back in the day, Shania? When he was on SoundCloud days?
Nah, I haven't.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think I've probably heard like one song from him.
Okay, cool. Okay, right back now, he's absolutely murking it. Once again, H, you actually went to his concert, innit?
Yeah, concert.
Okay, go. Explain to me.
The headline show, it was it was mad because obviously everyone knows his tunes and stuff like that, and he's blowing up so much. Like he's on Beats One, he's doing interviews all over the place. Like he's on every radio station, and it's not like he's just gospel, cause he can rap. Yeah, he gets recognition for the fact that he's got bars. Yeah. And then when you add the God element into it as well, he's cross generations and crossing different people who listen to different types of music, man. So it was an amazing show. Like he really put the work in. Him and the team, Coleman's and Happy Music, they really put the work in, man. It was good.
So did you whatever artist support acts? What did anyone come across to you any good?
They had a guy called Names Bliss. I'd never heard of him before.
Yeah.
He has got a tune called Style and Grace.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a rhythm.
yeah.
And then he had Happy. Happy was other support acts as well.
That boy is tall, isn't it?
Yeah, Happy's tour still.
Yeah,
Happy's,
yeah.
Happy's tour. And then it was Marvelous, and then Marvelous did like I don't even know how many tunes he did. He did like 10, 12 tunes, and yeah, everyone was just like the crowd was on a good vibe, so everyone was feeling it like from track to track to track. Everyone was there, so it was good, man. It was good. It was amazing.
Okay. All right, then we're gonna play the tune called Rocket Man. Still, I'm gonna play that tune there. Still, we're gonna go into a heated debate. You know, I'm gonna be there blazing off today's young people in the gospel industry, and just saying to guys like, listen, man, we gotta fix up our hearts. But anyway, still, we're gonna get to that soon. Anyway, still, yeah. We're gonna play a couple of tunes, and H is probably gonna go, who's that? You know, and he's got his Spotify ready to copy off the tracks and put into his playlist. But we won't say it out too loud. Still, yeah. You know what I mean? Being as I just teeth off his UK collection, make it easy on myself, God, man. I have to go and follow that. Anyway, give myself a trouble. But listen, guys, Rocket Man by Marvelous.
Go flight. Go. Network. Got it out. Got it all. Everything up. That's permanent flight. Tony, loud and clear. Apollo 11, this is the launch operations manager. The launch team wishes you good luck and Godspeed. Thank you very much. No, it'll be a good one.
Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, up in space, God's the plug, I'm the mains, Socket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, up in space, God's the plug, I'm the mains, Socket Man, up in space, I'm the Rocket 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 Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, up in space, God's the plug, I'm the mains, Socket Man, up in space, I'm the Rocket Man, if I hide my face, you won't clock it, man. The doctor said that I'm anti-social. Don't call my phone till my rocket lands. I ain't reach where I'm trying to be, so keep your hands out my pockets, fam. I traveled space for 100 days, flew past the sun just to top my tan. Now I'm back and I'm golden. New plan of attack like I'm Trojan. Got my hood on my back, man, I'm chosen. I've been praying and patting and I'm focused. Man can't tell me nothing about hopeless. I've been taking oaths for them jokers. I went and found me a new planet. I was moving savage on the old one. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Up in space, God's the plug. I'm the mains, Socket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Up in space, God's the plug. I'm the mains, Socket Man. Up in space, I'm the Rocket 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 Man. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Up in space, God's the plug. I'm the mains, Socket Man. Told my plug I need loads of wisdom. Millie rock round the solar system. Ops dragged me back where I was. I wasn't hearing God, I didn't know the difference. I went back to that lonely kitchen, cooking up with that holy vision. Thinking, Lord, do you hear my prayers now? I'm looking back, man, I know we listen. It don't matter that your rollie glistens. How you eating if your homie isn't? I ain't greedy, man, I'm from the ends. If I make it M's, then they know we splitting. Zoning out to some Kirk. All my bros is on work. I never came in no murk. Call my Uber, let's lurk. Too much sauce for these jerks. They don't want me to drop the new stuff. Big fat rocket booster. Should've never let us inside. Now they're gonna have to lock my dudes up. Come true with a few tuck. If anyone moves, then I move nuts. I ain't tryna do what you done. Astronaut, I'm too gone. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Up in space, God's the plug. I'm the mains, Socket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Up in space, God's the plug. I'm the mains, Socket Man. Up in space, I'm the Rocket 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 Man. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Up in space, God's the plug. I'm the mains, Socket Man.
LFP, panel 6 and 9, Pat Malone. I'm going off. And my bad guys going off here. It's been a nice smooth countdown here. Oh, thank you, man. LFP, VHF, increase a little bit.
Go through, they can never reach my height. Holy Ghost is coming like third eye. Trust me, they can never take my shine. When I come through with the mic on stage, shut my shows and the lights on bridge. They know I got the style and grace. manga show. Bad energy, I got him and I handle flows. I'm gonna be one of the greatest they see, cause they eat. I was on a mission to make peas, I put them into my grind. Play videos sitting in the limelight. What's coming in the pipeline? Shitty, hold tight, shitty, yeah. But the work can be getting fans, I be getting fans like, yo. I'm getting sippy on them in the mind, no. It's no accident when I blow. And I put the strength to my shows. Them man scream for the reload. I've never been a crowd in a barrel. None of man travel. Backstage Eskimo dogs and a man saw patterns. I'm ready for the action. On my 10 toes like 16 bars, yeah, man just patterns. Airplane mode. Pace no 079. Can't ring man when I'm on grind. Waste of time. T2 look 'em and I coming like GT Goku. They can never reach my height. Holy Ghost is coming like third eye. Trust me, they can never take my shine. When I come through with a mic on stage, shut down shows and the lights on blaze. They know I got the style in grace. When I come through with a mic on stage, shut down shows and the lights on blaze. They know I got the style in grace.
Bare style, more time, bare vibes, more life. Got the pen in my left, so it's alright. Flexing my powers at all times, no sleep, all night. Left P means more grind. I work like I got £1 million, even when I got a score 5. In the rave, but I don't rave. I'm on stage, but this ain't staged. It's all by her grace. God's work, I murk and pray. They try and lick me down, but I never gave up. En route, I never swayed one. Calm on the foundation, this ain't made up.
On my 10 toes like 16 bars, yeah, man just patterns. Airplane mode. Pace no 079. Can't ring man when I'm on grind. Waste of time. T2 look 'em and I coming like GT Goku. They can never reach my height. Holy Ghost is coming like third eye. Trust me, they can never take my shine. When I come through with a mic on stage, shut down shows and the lights on blaze. They know I got the style in grace. When I come through with a mic on stage, shut down shows and the lights on blaze. They know I got the style in grace. I had to shout out Huffy like, yo, this beat is a madness. On track side chain, I'm pulling my weight in the game, man, match fit. Never done road, but a man seen badness. You were online getting catfish. Mr. Beer drops cause you ain't done practice. I had the lyrical vision, but they couldn't catch it, yes. You're not hard with the bars, you're gas in a clash, you'll panic, your content's lacking. I stepped out the game, but I'm back in. You don't want to rally me, your boy's not back in. Imagine, you don't flip flames, don't gas it, yo. One of my bars on my iPhone, knows. Get a reload for the sounds and flows. On my 10 toes, like 16 bars, yeah, man, just patterns. Airplane mode. Pace no 079. Can't ring man when I'm on grind. Waste of time. T2 look 'em and I coming like GT Goku. They can never reach my height. Holy Ghost is coming like third eye. Trust me, they can never take my shine. When I come through with a mic on stage, shut down shows and the lights on blaze. They know I got the style in grace. When I come through with a mic on stage, shut down shows and the lights on blaze.
Okay, guys, right. That was a bit of the grime, the UK section or the grime section, which your drill no, it's not really drill. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. This modern day grime is called drill. You know what I'm saying? Like, these names are getting so deep these days. It'd be like pill soon, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be, I don't know, young people still. We're going to have a good morning at young people today. I'm going to play, guys, I'm alongside DJ H, Shania, and Michael Passon. Got corrected today. And you got here Roger Moore, the official James Bond license to light up the place still. Yep, right, still. I would say I'm a cool DJ. Just call me a selector. We select big tunes, yeah? But listen, guys, right. I got emotional over the weekend, yeah? There's a video which I'm going to play, which I'm trying to get this thing ahead and restart it. There's a video which was on the Hope Dealers. Hope Dealers had a conversation with Wisdom. As you guys will know, I've had enough conversations with Wisdom, and we often talk about, plugging our knowledge back into the youngsters, yeah? That's what I'm passionate about, and that's what I believe in. That's why I'm doing the Live show, yeah? To expose some of the knowledge in my head and get it out there, have conversations, and be rebuked by the young people in this room. So I purposely got the place full up today to cause up trouble. And if you had me by myself, I'll be this morning and grinding for 2 hours. So we haven't, so I'm going to be corrected by sharp people around me still. So iron sharpened than iron. But this iron is thicker. But anyway, but like, yo, so I'm gonna play from this Twitter video from Periscope. I will play it now, and I'm gonna turn this down. And guys, I might have to press pause, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Let me just take this from the top, boy. You know what, guys? When you do live feeds, yeah, or you do videos, yeah, don't use Periscope. It just really is not the one. Still, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna I gotta reset this, man, because I'm not a Periscope. I thought Periscope went out of business. Oh, is that me? Is that people still use Periscope?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
I don't know.
It's just like
I'll be honest.
it's just like not the platform at all. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, I got it.
Is because of the people who have gone before. Now, you might not be aware of that. In exactly the same way that we're often not aware of the sacrifices that our parents made for us to be here. But they've made those sacrifices. If Stephen Lawrence didn't die and his parents didn't go through what they went through, trust me, the police would still be pulling people off the road and kicking the hell out of you in a van. Can't do that because of the IPCC and the Police Complaints Commission and all the other things. And it's bad now. It was worse when I was your age. And that's the point I'm making. Sometimes we don't, and this is our issue. We've often not come back to our youngers and gone, this is what happened before. We want you to progress further than we did. So here's what we learned. Take it or leave it.
This is what we're doing now.
Yeah, that's
the
what
way you left it off is exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So we are a different generation to that.
But you are doing the same things.
What things?
Exactly what you're talking about is what we were doing.
But the difference between this is that there's results in where we're coming from. How many people did you not change? Like, did your church change? How many? There was 50 of you that changed, and 14 of you that come through. How many people?
So what? As Green Jay, over 15 years.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
But I'm saying, but where did the people go?
Various different churches.
That's what I'm saying. But we're meant to be one. Like,
we're one body.
Yeah, one body. Yeah.
We're not one church.
Yeah.
We are one body with many different parts, but we aren't one church. So my thing was, I don't want to have an impact in one place.
I feel like I've had this conversation before.
So we were national and we were international.
So okay, cool. What advice are you giving to me to conquer the music industry? That's what I want to know.
So if you want to conquer the music industry, outside of the Christian realm, you have to be very wise about the way that you use your language and how it works. Drill, for example, is still a very underground music. It's not fully yet a mainstream music. You would agree?
What gospel drill?
No, just drill.
In general.
In general. Yeah, it's played on Capital Extra and One Extra, but you aren't getting plays on Radio 1 generally, right? It's still of quite niche music, and you have a real power to impact that. Where Stormzy is at is not the niche grime world. He's playing with Ed Sheeran. If that's the level of influence you have, then that's the wisdom that I'm trying to understand how you get into those places. Because where I work now, I should say where I work now. I work for the Tar Yard, and the Tar Yard is the centre of the dance industry, the dance and pop music industry in the UK. So we have 82 recording studios with the likes of Sigala, Prodigy, most of the dance acts you've heard of. A lot of the songs that get written in the UK are written there. They're all based where I work, so I work around the top level of the actual music industry. And my thing has been, I wanted to be in those places so that when there was a Christian act that wanted access to that world, there was someone to open the door. Because regardless of how good you are, if you don't have the access, you ain't getting anywhere.
So have you got access for me?
Possibly. I mean, last night I was with the head of communications for Universal Music, whilst I was novelist, else was there, Kwame Quatten, who used to manage Laura Mavula. Those are the circles that I move in. And to be fair, there's not a lot of Christians in there. So what I'm trying to do is say, if that is the goal, and it may not be the goal, and that's the important thing. I'm not saying my goals should be or are yours at all, because you've got to do what God has called you to do. But I'm saying to you, if that is where you want to be, I've used my history and my experience and the things that I've gone through to put myself in a place that I have access to. No guarantees, but I at least have access. And that's what I'm saying to people. But you have to make the decision as to what it is that you want to be. If mainstream is what you want, and if that's the goal, then we can talk about how, as I said, I sent you a message about we've got a paid year internship where we can do rehearsal twice a week. Rehearsal once a week, 2 days in the recording studio, access to distribution, to digital distribution on Spotify, and masterclasses within Tower Yard. That all starts in September. I can do that. How you take that from there is yours, but that's for a year, that's funded, and that can happen. But as I said, so you said you've worked in the industry, what do you do?
I've worked in the industry, I just done the music industry, I just know a lot of people, a lot of known artists now. But me, my thing is that really...
What kind of music did you used to make?
Yeah, the thing about me is that if I do music now, it's not because I want to be successful in it, it's because I just want to get souls.
What kind of music?
I know where my prosperity lies. Is within people.
What kind of music were you making before though?
Joe.
Like, what kind of artists were you working with? Can you name a few? Is it possible? it's calm.
But as I say, my heart and my desire is that if we have a desire for God, we're also able to.
All right, guys. Okay, guys. Got a gist of that, yeah? So, I think they put out these. Right, cool. Right. What you guys feeling from that conversation? What comes to mind? Because I'm gonna kick off about it, but you know what I mean. How you guys feel about that conversation that was going on? For the ones who was just listening and just hearing a conversation between two people, one with a mature accent, one with more like yeah, South London whatever accent. Basically they was talking about a conversation of trying to make it in the industry. There was artists, just to give a bit of background, Wisdom, who used to rap for Green Jade, who is now working in industry, and he's almost trying to put it out there with young guys coming through within the circle of Hope Dealers. I don't think this guy is particularly from Hope Dealers, but within that circles, they had a conversation about how to make it. Now, me personally, I watched that and thought this is the problem right now with youngers coming through still, is that the lack of, for me, just foundational, just to know what the body is, before we go even start understanding, how can you tell a man and actually say to somebody, so how many people did you influence, to use it as a point to compare ministries. The moment you do that, you're not ready for ministry. That's my, I don't know, that's my third, I don't know what how you guys feel. I'm going to break this down, man, into bits and bits, and the man might start bawl and cry afterwards, but that's not my problem, you know what I mean? But the reality show is, I want youngsters to hear that, I'm not down with this, But anyway, so go on.
No, I agree with what you said. I feel like the younger guy, he wasn't listening to what the man was trying to say. He was measuring success in terms of how many people are in your church. But then he was trying to tell him that we're a body. It doesn't matter what church we're in, we're still a body. So it was, that part did get to me. It did.
What are you saying, Mike?
It was interesting.
Okay. You're allowed to be. You're allowed to say your thoughts here, man. It's a safe zone here.
I want to hear what you got to say first.
I just broke down the first part still, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at, from the moment you measure ministry in numbers, you haven't got a clue about, for example now, you can be the greatest speaker out there. You can get people to just jump off like a bag of lemmings, And that's the problem with me now, is that, church movement is like playing lemmings. I don't know if you guys are too young for lemmings still. There's a computer game years ago called Lemmings. You had to get these lemmings across this whole thing. I used to do loads of things. I think they brought out some rubbish versions of it later, but we got this lemmings thing. Now for me still, it's like, I'm thinking, hold on a second, is this about how many souls? And I do events, and Mike, you've done events with me, and hate yourself, and my focal point is not a massive altar call at the end. My focal point is about laying seeds on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because who does the germinating? Us or God? Who waters? Who? Because end of the day, so you gotta have. You can. I've seen hordes of people come forward, and I've seen hordes of people leave the church. Guys, I come from a generation that's not in church. Why? Because of the emotional great talk, the hype, and then man just walk out. I've been to camps where every young person has got saved. Everybody's like this, firing for Christ within 2 weeks. It's different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need to differentiate between effect. I'd rather make an effect with somebody who's actually going to go a longer journey with Christ and let that, and over time, it blossoms.
Yeah, it's about sowing a seed. And I feel like he asked him, like, I think the question was like, how many souls have you won in like 15 years? And he's like, I don't know, because you genuinely, how are you going to measure that? How are you going to know the number? So it just shows you can affect. You can no, but you can have a positive effect on people. You just don't know. You don't know what happened after them 15 years. You get what I mean? So it was a bit interesting.
Okay, go for it.
My thing is that he was saying two different things. Like, first, the guy was like, how many people did you kind of like save, or how many people did you like influence and stuff? Then he was saying like he doesn't want to go mainstream or anything like that. So for me, it's like, if it's not about, you can't compare, as you guys have been saying, you can't compare the amount of people, because it's not quantity, it's the quality at the end of the day. And it's the quality of the Christian life that you're trying to perceive and you're trying to get through to everyone as well. So for me, it's for you to say how many people, you're then comparing that to going mainstream for me. So then for you to then say, I don't want to go mainstream, I want to save souls, it's not about the amount of souls. And I think that's where this kind of where we are at the moment, we get lost in terms of how many souls we're bringing to church, how many souls we're bringing to Christ. And I don't think his intentions, the young guy's intentions, are bad at all. Like, I feel like I feel like he's trying to do God's work and stuff like that. But I think it's just sometimes it's the way we look at it. It's about the sustainability of okay, we've saved, someone's been saved, like you said, Raj, someone's been saved. 2 weeks later, they're now back doing what they were doing before. How do we sustain those people? Like, it's all well and good you having 2-3 tracks, but how are you helping to sustain those people? How are you helping to build the body, as what Wisdom was saying, the body of Christ, rather than just the body of a particular church?
And it goes back to almost a case of and it sounds harsh. We have to be careful here, because a lot of churches, due to fear, behave cultic. You know what I mean? In the way they make our folk drill into us. Excuse the drill. Drill into us, that that the body is the church that you're in. Like that's just taking the mick, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even like, I still talk to people who still got an attitude toward people that go to Catholic churches. I'm like, nah, you can't be on that. You know what I mean? We cannot be still going through the same thing that we're right. I always say this, man. Yo, you got a Coca-Cola bottle, and one angle looks one way, one angle looks at another way, but it's the same bottle. Yeah? And too often we get in fighting over this and whatever. But the ignorance of that young guy is not because, like you said, he's got bad intentions. But like you said, a turnover of youngsters that come into Christ and they're ready to, with all that zeal. You gotta spend time. And they may look at Paul, but did you realize that Paul studied and took time out before he hit the road? You know, and it's like little things like that. It's developed. So is the problem the youngster, or is it the church? Oh, did I say that? So yeah. So Mike, you gonna come in here before
Mike's question still.
Before we get there, before we start wrecking out churches and stuff like that. Still, yeah. So Mike, they're coming before you want to get no gigs in the future. But anyway, come in there, bro. Come in.
I was just gonna comment on what the guy said. In terms of how many people have you saved, I think it brings up the question then, because it's clear that then he views gospel music or Christian drill or whatever, the success of it is based on how many people get saved. Now, is that the standard by which we should measure all Christian music? Because is that its only purpose? Is that its primary purpose? Because like when you were comparing church and music, I was thinking, say when you look at the church, there's the fivefold ministry. And so you got the evangelist, and his primary function is saving souls. Now everybody has a responsibility to save souls, but the evangelist is more, that's how do I put it? a more primary function, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So then do you look at music in the same way? So you've got music which is very evangelistic and its only aim is to save souls. Then you've got other music which is more, say, like a Timothy Brindle guy teaching deep theologies. He's say the teacher if you compare church and music. And you've got other people who just make good Christian music for people to listen to. Souls may be saved through it, but when they're making the song, their aim is just to make good quality Christian music or music that Christians can listen to. So what I'm basically trying to say is, do we look at music or the success of Christian music through that one lens like that guy is, or through a more general lens, recognizing that different Christian artists have different roles and responsibilities, but the main central aim is to glorify God? I know that was a long-winded...
that was a proper, like, yo, you might as well, you definitely ain't no Donald Trump with that conversation. That's Obama right there, bro. Man's like, so what do you actually standing up for, bro? So what you exactly say? You know what I'm saying? Because that was a well put together answer, bro. But I'm gonna rush you back, man. But bottom right hand corner is this, yeah.
That wasn't an answer. That was a question.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly. You know, say, you know. So okay, put that in 4 words. That question, so everyone got it.
Cool. So
in
4 words.
Yeah, a few words. Yeah, basically, you're saying that basically.
Okay. Does all Christian music have the same goal?
No. I would say straight away no. You know what I mean? And I think that
or wait there, let me refine it.
Yeah, go.
Should all music, Christian music, have the same criteria for success? Because that guy is saying success is just based on how many souls get saved. Is that the same standard that we base all Christian music on, and whether it's successful or not?
Okay, right. That's a good point still. That's a point. Yeah. And this is where it comes to, what's our baseline as Christians of success? Are we getting mixed in with prosperity, or are we doing things on a Christian perspective? If we're doing things from a Christian perspective, success is fulfilling your path for Christ on this earth and getting to heaven. That's success. You do that, yo, you game on. You know what I'm saying? You mixing with prosperity. This is the problem, is prosperity has come into the church, that we start to count things, we start to measure things out still, whatever. Now, successful ministry is the body that upkeeps the church to such a level that everyone feels welcomed. You know what I mean? But no one's going to count the souls that he saves through just the church being blessed and warm and people come to church. No one's counting that. You know what I'm saying? But his success, he knows in his heart, he's fulfilling God's purpose, and at the end of it, bam, yo, when he comes like, boom, I've ran the race, man, I've done my things, I'm gonna go to heaven, and God turns around and says, yo, you're faithful, you done what it is. Say if one of them guys were called to do something else, but they did that for the fame, for the egotistical, because of their skill, ability. You know, is that success?
I feel like to answer Michael's question to a certain degree, it's different. Each Christian artist has a different goal, essentially, or each artist that makes Christian music has a different goal. And the reason why I say that is because you can't say to me that Todd Delaney is the same as a Faith Child, and then you can't tell me a Faith Child is the same as Names Bliss, and then you can't tell me Names Bliss is the same as Juanita Francis. Do you know what I mean? They've all got different purposes. They're all making Christian music, don't get it twisted, but they've all got different purposes. They've all got different... Their end goal is to essentially get to heaven, but their purpose for making their music and for what they're doing it for is, one, for Christians to have good music to listen to that is actually pleasing unto God, essentially, and uplifts your soul and uplifts like your Christian life. But also, they make good music because that's one of the reasons why they've been put on this earth by God, is to make music. So that, to answer that kind of question, it is different for different art, for everyone, I would say. But in regards to like the if we go back to what the guy actually said, I feel like he had a brainwave during the conversation, because if you notice, his persona kind of changed at the end, because then he was like, I don't even want to be mainstream, I just want to like save souls. I just want to bring souls to Christ. And it went from the amount of people to, I don't even want to be out there like that, I just want to make sure that souls are coming to Christ. So I feel like I feel like sometimes it's just a little bit of education that they need in terms of like what the goal is. I feel like their heart's in the right place. What they want to achieve for God is in the right place. But it's that education of the measure. It's the measurement. What's the measuring stick? Do you understand that God, when you get to heaven, or if you get to heaven, God isn't going to be like, okay, you saved 1,000 souls, so you can come in. And if someone saved 999 souls, you can't come in because you didn't reach the criteria for the amount of souls. It doesn't work that way. It's if you save one soul and that was your purpose on this earth, then God will say, yo, listen, you've done what I've asked you to do. So at the end of the day, I think it's just a little bit of education for, especially not even just from just him. I would say like a lot of the kind of younger artists who are coming up, because they're looking at Hope Dealers and looking at those type of artists and thinking, if they want to get numbers, when I start making music, I'm going to want to get numbers, rather than when they're coming up and they're saving souls, I want to save souls as well. So I think that it's just education really in regards to his comment and stuff.
Okay, you're right, Mikey, pick it up your mic. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying I agree with that.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Shania, what are you saying?
I think.
So I'm putting you in the spot.
No, it's all right. I think if you go back to like what you said, I think you asked Roger, is it young people, is it the church?
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of is the church. It's come from the church. It's stemmed from the church.
Oh no. So you're saying
wait,
that
no, let me
this
finish.
attitude come from the church. Okay, go.
I kind of hear that.
so.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool.
Because
So I'm just reloading so everyone knows that Shania just said that come from the church. It's from the word. No, go. Not from the word, but just from the church.
I'm backing you, man. I'm backing you.
Go for it, sis. Go, sis.
Well, the way I see it is because I feel like the church I go to is quite small. And a lot of people, they'll come to that church and they'll think, wow, you're not really successful. You're not really getting anywhere. And you see the churches with big loads of like hundreds, thousands of members. And you're thinking, yeah, this church is doing good. This church is, do you get what I mean? And I feel like that's how we measure success in the church sometimes. So I think sometimes it does stem from the church.
That was an excellent answer, excellent answer, because it's actually true, because there's a lot of small churches out there where I've been to small, like I've been victim to, I can say I've done this myself, where I've gone to smaller churches than the one that I go to myself, and I've been like, rah, it's small here, like there's, like they even got no drum kit. It's just keys. It's just keys and two vocalists. Or like this is what I'm saying. Like I've been to churches where it's like there's not even no keys, no nothing, and it's just like two people singing at the front, and it's like 10 people like in the congregation. And I've gone to those churches, especially when I was like younger and stuff. My dad used to take me to this church in Lichfield, and he used to say, I gotta go like preach, and I'd be like, oh man, and there'd be 6 people there, and I'd be like, we're one of the 6. Me and my mom made up 2 out of the 6 people that was there. So and it was just like, to me it was like, let me go back to my big church, which is 300 people every Sunday. But then you realize that at the end of the day, everyone is finding their path to go to get to Christ at the end of the day, and some people going to a big church can get lost. And sometimes when they're looking for like salvation and stuff like that, and they're looking for that prayer, and they need that hand on their shoulder, sometimes on a consistent basis, just to say, listen, I got you, encouragement. You're not always going to get that at a big church, and at a smaller church is more intimate. You can have those kind of conversations with people and stuff. So I do think when we go to bigger churches, and not just us but other people, when they go to bigger churches, we can be kind of what's the word? Kind of like stuck up in terms of the fact that we've got a big congregation. So when we go to a small church, like, oh, this is what you guys have got, really. So I do kind of I agree with what Shania is saying to a certain degree. But it is the young people as well. It's education. I think it's a mixture of both.
Okay, right. So ultimately, again, a lot of people do complain about how acts behave themselves outside of their, almost like, when they're doing performances, and the behavior, the way they approach the lyrics, the way they approach being courteous, and how they operate as a person. Is a lack of discipleship, not only from because everyone's looking for older artists, but the reality show is, when you don't go to someone's church, it's quite hard to disciple, and whatsoever. Is this a lack of, people that I'll count as my big brothers, they're like they're not even in the urban gospel scene. I have people that I look up to that will turn around to me and say, yo, Raj, like, I'm not interested how big your last event was, but what's happening there in your heart and whatever. Do you think there's enough discipleship going on out there? And I know this is something that we put out there, but before, and we discussed these in so many different formats, but from this guy's response at the first, he's like, "Yo, I want to blow up, man. Yeah, man, come tell me, pops, man, how I'm gonna make it, man." To I just want to preach on my table and just want to bless people. You know what I mean? It's gone for that because the cost of ministry, he worked out in 5 minutes, is a lot more effort. But when you go to their social platforms, they go on like a Netflix. You know what I mean? They've got that, big cars on videos and this and that, and it's all about, you know what I mean? What we're doing as a body of Christ, are we actually showing people how to change? You know what I mean? So, or we just complicit with it, or we just vibing because it works within our culture. Yeah, man, come to Christ. You're gonna make more money. You're gonna do this. God will bless you. God will make sure you end up with a nice wife. God will do this for you. God will do that for you. You're gonna get a job. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. But is that right or wrong? Go on, point it out there. Everyone quiet on me, man. You know what I mean?
Mike's looking like he's not speaking the mic again, you know. I was like, okay, this is Mike's man now, you know.
Is it Mike's turn?
I think it's Mike's turn.
Yeah.
I was gonna answer, but I saw Mike pick up the mic, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, sir. Alright then, guys, it's official now. Mike's gonna answer. So if you want to record his section here, so if you want to use against him in the future, or put as a sample in a track, you know what I'm saying, you can do it. Go for Mike, yeah. Come with the big words.
I haven't even got much to say, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Discipleship. I think there's a lot of churches. I don't think it's one or the other. I think there's a lot of churches that just focus on the numbers, and other churches that do focus on building people up. I definitely think, lately on social media, I've probably seen more of those churches which just want to bring in numbers, and almost boast about how many people they've brought in, when the emphasis should be on bringing people up. And I think that in some people's attitudes or the way some people go on, it's clear that discipleship hasn't been there. Is it something that I think is a responsibility of the church or the gospel industry? I think it's both. So I think the church has a responsibility to disciple people in their faith and show them how to be Christians and live like Christ. And then say people who are experienced in the gospel industry have a responsibility to show people how to function as Christian artists. Yes, I think there's responsibility in all part.
Okay, so it sounded like, right, guys, I'm gonna play a track in a sec from No Big Deal, because I'm gonna come out to the UK scene still, yeah, because they're coming there 1,000 plays, and I'm gonna go into some big 150k and 1 million plays now, yeah.
Yeah, 150k soon lick for the UK, you know. Yes, put it out there.
You know what I mean? And I must put it out. Oh man, we're sick of this SoundCloud music, or you know what I mean? Because it's hey, tell me, you know when it comes to when they release that music, yeah. You know, in the half-release things, does that annoy you as a DJ?
What do you mean in terms of half-release stuff?
When I say half-release stuff, they're kind of like dash it on one platform and that's it. You know, when people release it,
because you know what it is. Like for me, the problem that I have is, especially when I'm trying to, like the Spotify playlist, like for example, the UK one that I started was only because I saw there was no UK gospel like playlist on Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere. So cool. I started that. So then when I'm seeing stuff on SoundCloud and I'm like, I'm trying to get you exposure from this playlist. This playlist is about me, because realistically, if it was about me, I would have given this playlist to someone else to carry on updating. But I'm trying to get, when you're trying to get people and their music out there and stuff, and when even like as I was saying to you like on a call like a few weeks ago, there's only a certain amount you can do via like my radio shows and Premier Gospel can do and all these kind of things. And if it's not accessible in the main platforms, the Spotify's, the Apple Musics, those types of things, it makes it harder for you to then build a following of your music, and it makes it harder for you then to build, for people to listen to your music and say, he's making Christian music, I want to listen to that, I want to see more. So it always helps when it's always in one place that everyone can get access to, rather than a SoundCloud where you listen to the track, you're like, that's nice, and then you probably won't go back to SoundCloud for ages. Yeah.
Oh no, 100%, man. Like don't get me wrong, SoundCloud's cool, but SoundCloud is like, yes, man. DJ G is just listening in, bro. You're saying a house specialist, but yeah. So 100% for me. Like, yo, guys, man, release out your tunes properly. I beg you, UK, yeah, because that's the only time, like. I would say I would say my list is biased towards what music I like, but and a bit more gritty and more USA influence, because growing up, USA was a major influence on UK music, so I'm afraid I'm hit by the bug. So the grime stuff I like, and I like the drill sounding stuff. It's all good, but the problem is when I put something down, I just barely see anything. I must commend the track I'm playing in the background, Name Bliss. He's got his whole album, I believe, is out there on there and everything, so that's great. Marvelous has got his stuff, hence why I play his stuff all the time. Marvelous has got his stuff out there and it's great as well. But then you go to Hope Dealers, there's nothing on there for Hope Dealers. Big Hope Dealers making waves. Listen, guys, as just on a business level, if you're gonna go on BBC platforms, and people can't even put your name into any search engine and nothing comes up, that's poor business, bro. That's poor business, but that's just me anyway. So yeah, putting out there. So please, guys, release out your stuff properly before you, and then you can get squeezed on Roger's playlist. But hate your teeth off me. But listen, guys, yeah, we're gonna play a bit of No Big Deal with the Dreads. 2018.
Headphones in the Uber, I ain't tryna talk. Last year was a lot, I'm tryna walk it off. Don't need intervention, please don't get involved. Pray that my decisions send me back to God. Demons in my DMs, they all wanna talk. Trolling in my mentions, gotta get the block. People don't want friendship, they just want the sauce. Pray that their decisions send them back to God. 2015, jumped in the game like it was Madden. 2016, I found the team, I quarterbacked it. 2017, they kicked it off, I ran it back. And in 2018, I'm just padding all my stats. I mean, I'm passing and I'm catching laterals. I'm Bo Jackson. Time is winding down and they all know that once I snap it, I'ma take a knee like Kaepernick, your favorite pacifist. That whole stanza just a metaphor for how my passion is. Lazarus, just a little mattress where my casket is. My capillaries filled with stamina that never vanishes. I'm not a fan of Percocets or Xanaxes. Just an activist that don't drink activists. I use my scars and lacerations as a basic catalyst to shape and motivate me to show you what the good data is. I just hit the mission, then I did the race. Say you getting riches, please elaborate. I can see you wildin' on the internet. Only God can judge, but do you wanna see him litigate? Clearly fake, love, get no play around my real estate. Henny straight, that me no mix it to dilute the taste of your fate. If you hate love, aka son of Yahweh, Elmer Fudd, death is on the hunt. This gon' make my mama probably make us sing along. She gon' show it to her mama, they gon' slap they palms. Trump hear the track, then he say, why can't we get along? This gon' make Obama's 2018 favorite songs. I just watched the Dave Chappelle and now I'm reading Psalms. I haven't been this savage since like 21. Headphones in the Uber, I ain't tryna talk. Last year was a lot, I'm tryna walk it off. Don't need intervention, please don't get involved. Pray that my decisions send me back to God. Demons in my DMs, they all wanna talk. Trolling in my mentions, gotta get the block. People don't want friendship, they just want the sauce. Pray that their decisions send them back to God.
Right, guys, that was a bit of No Big Deal. Now, I must admit, I was influenced by Shania on this track here, and I thought, you know what, still, I will play it still. What? Yeah, watch this, guys.
I know that life moves so fast, so my eyes are fixed on you, God. I know these trials won't last. My life is here with you, God. Gotta let go, no, you gotta let go. You gotta let go, no, you gotta let go. Gotta let go, no, you gotta let go. Gotta let go, and let God take control. You're holding me down, 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 down. down, down, down. You're holding me down, 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 down. You're holding me down, 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 down. I know this time I spend here is only temporary, so I will trust in you, God. Though down these roads are scary, live life, love God, think twice, don't go on your own understanding, 'cause God is chilling in the sky. Behold the beauty of our King. Gotta let go, no, you gotta let go. You gotta let go, no, you gotta let go. Gotta let go, no, you gotta let go. You gotta let go, and let God take control. Take control. You're holding me down, 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 down. You're holding me down, 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 down. You're holding me down, 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 down. You're holding me down, 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 down.
Okay, guys. We're gonna talk a bit about music right about here. We are on a music show still, yeah. And obviously we've got the professional Roger Moore here next to come choose. But listen, guys, right. So we're just playing a track that I must admit, Shania, it's good to to have researchers, yeah.
DJ Shania right here.
You know what I mean? Wow. DJ, you know what I'm saying? Hostess to the mostest, Queen Shania.
Jeez.
She's all there, guys. She's turned red now. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I expose this, and I must admit, when I was just going through like, yo, what I'm gonna do, when you kind of suggest music out there, and as H said, we're gonna look at other ways to put music out there. So I'll put them on my Instagram or whatever. And then I said, let me look at Shania's list. Okay, let me look at the ones that she didn't put. And I pressed play in this tune. Must have been yesterday or today, and I was like, yo, what? I was like, yo,
shoulder started moving. That's when you know the tune's groovy,
I was going backward and then forward. Is going, hold on, I know electric slide. Which one was sliding? You know what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what? Still, I was kind of like feeling that still, But I must admit, all right, guys, let me put out a question here, yeah, right? Because we all got different tastes here, yeah. Obviously, I must admit, when it comes to hip hop, I like real hip hop, yeah. But when you drop a jam like this, and I know what time it is anyway, still, yeah. But when what music what you looking at a music that's quality? Because obviously we're not gonna say we play anything on the show. Some things just go, yeah. What makes a track for you where you can go, yo, I'm excited? Just putting you on the spot, man. I just, you know what I mean? You just have that. Anyway, sorry. Shania's got the mic right next to her mouth.
She's ready. Shania was like, let me tell you.
Yeah. Saying,
what makes my tune?
It's gonna sound cliche, but the beat, I like a good beat.
Yeah, I hear that.
What happened to the 19? But anyway, go on.
Nah, the beat's blessed. You get me? It's blessed. It's got the oils on the beat, man.
Yeah.
And when I couldn't understand what they're saying, that's why I don't like. I don't know how to describe it. That's why I don't like heavy hip hop. Because if I can't understand what they're saying, then nah.
Download the lyrics.
No, there's not always lyrics online. So yeah.
So basically, because when I was playing this, when first time you came to the show, and I was playing all them jams, and I was like trying to work it out, and everyone was saying, he's like, yeah, right, you smashing it, you're great. But obviously, obviously there's a slight age difference going on here. So it's kind of weird that like an old man like me can play these tunes back in the day. But so what you're saying is ultimately the beat, but
ultimately, but I do like a good beat.
So you have to have that groove.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the bass line. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. That's cool. You know what I mean? You gotta have that sub bass. You know what I mean? Going on for that. You know what I mean? What's going on? So Mike, you know what I mean? As a because Mike's bringing some weird tracks to me. You know what I mean? He doesn't bring normal tracks to me. It's all the tracks we like. Who? Like 2.8 views. You know what I mean? Like really, but like these people you say they ain't even got 3 views yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you're just backing at this
underground, undiscovered. You know,
underground, and they don't even play track properly. They start off with an intro that takes 15 bars. You know what I mean? Not even 16, 15 bar intro, and it's like and also some weird stuff come along. And you're like, yo, the track's hard. How do you get there, bro? How do you? When it comes to me, because obviously you got very organic taste.
It's so many different things. It's not just one thing. It depends. It even depends on the genre. So if you're talking hip hop,
yeah,
it's probably the beat, and then the beat and the lyrics. That's what makes up the track in it. But
basically the track.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What makes it?
If I'm listening to someone who raps like someone on a proper hip hop beat, then it has to be that lyricism. But then there's other tracks where it's just the beat. The lyrics might be whack, but just like the beat. Other tracks, I don't know. It's so many different things. It's not one thing for me. But I think with rap or like with hip hop, I'm more fussy with what I like. I hold it to a high standard.
Why? Because it's your thing still.
Yeah.
So you don't like it when people chat rubbish.
But in terms of content,
yeah, content. If the content is rubbish, but the music's good,
then I can still be impressed by it.
Okay, cool. Well,
even if
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate the skill. I can appreciate the skill.
Okay, cool. Okay. So the skill levels and whatever. So there's different levels of so you're looking at the beat. Shania's like this, yo, beat all day long, peace and love. You know what I'm saying? You're dropping in the almost the lyrical element to it and whatever the lyrical, the way they piece the words on it and whatever, yeah, the way they flow the track on top of it, yeah.
Yeah, and one last thing, there's probably there's a few artists who I don't like the music. I don't really like the music, but the content is that banging that I can appreciate it. There's probably only 1 or 2 guys.
Go on, say
like Timothy Brindle's latest album.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I don't like it musically.
Yeah. I know. Honestly, where you're coming
from. The content, the level of content means that I'm able to listen to it, even though I don't like it musically, and only like 0.01% of people I can listen to if I don't like the sound musically.
Okay, cool. And
shout out Kane and Sean.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
They're watching.
Oh, yeah. I was like, that's my brother Sean, you know. Yeah, cool.
From Exeter.
Exeter. Oh, okay. Oh, 1 second. Mike got following, you know.
Following your fans, you know.
Man's bringing following onto the show. That's how we do it, man. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? But H, what you say, man? Obviously, as a DJ, you know what I mean. What, you know what I mean? Do you actually care about what people? Are you trusting in your ability to pick the music that you know people will love? Or do you just kind of watch what people like?
Nah. I can't do that. Like for me, the first thing is the production quality. So if the production quality is like really kind of like poor, that puts me off. And the first 30 seconds of a track.
Yeah.
So the first 30 seconds, probably not even first 20 seconds, and then from 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes into the track. That's what I normally. So if I'm listening to a track, I'll listen to the first 20 seconds and say, okay. And then I'll go to about the middle, because around the middle is essentially where the track's probably at its best, realistically. If it's not the second chorus, then it's the second verse. So for me, that's what I tend to do, production quality. Because like for example, there's a song by Jordan Armstrong. It's called Favor. The intro on that gasses you before you even get to the tune. Like the intro is so wavy.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna find this track. Go on.
The intro is like it's very like how can I explain it? It's very like R&B, secular R&B, like in terms of like Tank and stuff like that. If they was putting together a song, it would be like this. Like this is why it's so crazy. So yeah, so for me it's production quality and lyricism is definitely key. That's why I kind of like click a lot with like Marvelous and stuff. Just because with Marvelous, every time he kind of speaks, you can tell he's like coming from the heart, and you don't really like. I don't really like when I hear lyrics, and I'm just like, okay, you're not really like talking from not even experience, but talking from like I don't really feel it. You gotta feel it. Like there's certain tunes you can feel, and you don't even need to kind of, you know, you don't need to be a fan of that genre of music, but you just like, okay, nah, this is a vibe. Okay, I can take this in, or I can sit and listen to it. Even there's certain reggae tracks where I'm just like, okay, if person don't sing properly, or if the backing vocalist ain't coming in on the hoo-hoo, if they ain't coming in on them ones, then how can I really enjoy the track all the way through? So it's literally production quality, lyricism, and then just how the build up of the whole track, and how for me, I like how someone's kind of the producer or whoever's made the beat or whoever's written the song, how they can all come together and say, this is what we're going to put out there and this is how it's going to sound like. It's really, that's my key, really.
Right, guys, I'm gonna put H to the test now. Yeah, now I ain't heard this track. Yo, Shania, you heard this track before?
No.
So it's Favored by Jordan Armstrong. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's a yellow cover and it's blessing. Bless. And the man looked like he got some good photoshopping, and his hair's up. He's got that hair non-comb high top thing still going on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta take in the intro, Raj. You gotta like literally before you play it, you gotta make sure everything's set. And then play the intro. The intro.
You see, guys, we up there, you know, because guys, I must say you're blessed by Roger's music selection. That's why everyone's still coming to the show. So now we're giving H a little squeeze. You know, Shania's kept up in the levels. You know, still we say so.
I'm trying to keep it with Shania. That's what I'm trying to do, man.
I might just keeps on telling me about tracks on the day. So why do the search, man? I'm going, Mike, I'll listen to it later because I know Mike's gonna mess up my whole flow. You know what I'm saying? Like slow the whole vibe down. It's an organic vibe. So guys, we're gonna entrust now Jordan, guys. Yeah, I actually spelled Jordan wrong. So when you're gonna do Jordan, you gotta do J-O-R with this dash thing in the middle. No, is that dash or what do you call that? Apostrophe anyway. That's what you call it. I just call it dash anyway. And you got Jordan, yeah. Armstrong. I know it's not, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know how it goes, right? Yeah, Michael Jordan, yeah, that way. But listen, guys, it's a first now, right? We're gonna silence everything still. So we're gonna make sure music will be on blast now. This is gonna be H's selection.
Listen.
Wait, guys, if this flops, guys, we're just gonna do pure dirty faces. I says, yo, his rates have gone down by 50%. You know what I'm saying? Just message through Roger, and I'll send a discount code to you.
That's funny.
Get a discount on H because you play tunes like this. So listen, guys, yeah, right, no pressure, guys, yeah, right, guys, H, right, check this out. Don't lie, guys. Now I want to say, let your face say the truth, you know.
Yeah, the truth.
She be riding in a Jeep, and she party on the weekend. I be rolling through them streets. Yeah, different ride for every season. It ain't always been that way. No, it ain't always been their season. But they know gotta make a way to get you through them situations. On and on. Gotta do some things just to blow your mind. On and on. Now you're walking in that favor, feeling so alive. Just keep your head high to the greatest. Super fresh up in the latest. They never thought that you would make it, but look, mama, we made it. It's so crazy, it's so alive. Yeah, I can go on and on because down on the scene. Yeah, I really hope you ready. So much grace and favor falling on me. Hallelujah on me. It's what it do. Yeah. Shower down like rain. Yeah, I really hope you ready. So much grace and favor falling on me. Hallelujah on me. That's what it do. Yeah. You don't do the counterfeit. No. Cause you got so much to accomplish. Yeah. You're on your way up to the top. You stay winning and you won't stop. Everything's official, so official. Yeah, in the latest. They never thought that you would make it, but look, mama, we made it. Ah, it's so crazy, it's so live. Yeah, I can go on and on because we're down on the same. I really hope you ready. So much grace and favor falling on me. Hallelujah on me. I feel it on me. Shine without rain. I really hope you ready. So much grace and favor falling on me. Hallelujah on me. That's what it do, yeah. Water, the sun, it's raining, it's good. I got it, the favor is on me. Oh, hold up, pull up, you probably should get these blessings. It's pouring, flood, 104 times to favor on me. I can't love. Hold up, pull up, probably should get these blessings. It's pouring, flood, going down on the scene. I really hope you ready. So much grace and favor falling on me. Hallelujah on me. That's what it do, yeah. Shower down like rain. I really hope you ready. So much grace and favor falling on me. Hallelujah on me. That's what it do, yeah.
Hey, if you love the Lord.
See what I mean? He even gave you a little end, outro, you know, just to speak over, you know.
Like, he's calling you right now. He loves you right now. Tell you, yeah. Jesus, he loves you. Every told them stuff though. But listen, like that, I must admit, guys, I don't know what how you guys feel about that track. Yeah, what you saying?
I like that one.
I like it, especially the intro.
Oh, my guy.
The intro is like it's there, man.
It's like 7 seconds, you know. It's not even a long intro.
I was expecting a long intro.
It's not even a long intro.
I thought it's gonna be some James Fortune thing like
bare drums and the stuff.
But no. That track is I must admit, you know, I can see Adaz on DJ G just battling on Instagram right now. And yes, man, I know that's a jam, but I know Agent will play all day long, so you know he's into.
Nah, that's one for Adaz to do is Adaz shuffle too, you know.
Yeah, I know, but it's only can do it for 30 seconds now. It's getting old now. You know what I'm saying? It's getting old. You know what I mean? I have no mercy on it. But no, I must admit that track is a bit of a vibe still, you know. And I must say, like, you know, when it comes to, I just think that, I don't know, you know, how you guys feel. I don't know, especially yourself, H, you know, you sing music from back in the day, obviously little when you see mom do these things and whatever, yeah. It's like, there's more music available now than ever, but it feels like there's no music out there, if you know what I mean. It's like that nothing's as popular as it used to be. I just don't, sometimes I'm like, people don't recognize how much quality stuff is out there.
But you know what it is? You kind of just like answered your own question, really. Because you said there's so much stuff out there that it feels like there's no music out there. So you've got so much choice. Because you've got so much choice, you don't know when to kind of like, to like place your hat on this artist or place your hat on this type of like, for like this kind of music. Like there's so much going on. Sometimes you'll miss the gem because you're trying to keep up. Yeah. So that's why it's always key to kind of like, once you find artists or once you find like songs or albums that you kind of listen to either things that are quite similar or stick with that artist and kind of ride with that artist and say, okay, let me hear what you're going to bring out next. But there's lots of stuff out, there's loads every week, there's something new, but it's just literally because there's so much, you have to keep up with what's actually going on.
So like obviously I look at sites like Rapzilla and whatsoever, but you know, more for the R&B gospel stuff, where do you go to? Because there's not really much gospel. I don't nothing comes to mind when it comes to actual gospel, because this is like a cross between, yeah, it's urban, but it's got that gospel feel to it as well.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying. For me, it's hard. Like for me, Instagram is really like one of the best places to find new music, and the reason why I say that is because if you follow the right artists, like for example, if I follow him, if I follow like Ray June, if I follow Sean C. Johnson, or if I follow like a Becca Folks, they're very likely to put in their Insta stories or on their Instagrams are, this is a new artist, or for follow like the Walls group or something. If they've got an artist that I've never heard of, that's probably from their city or whatever, they put the people out there. So that's Instagram is definitely one of the best places. But even iTunes, like even though iTunes kind of got rid of the like the Christian and gospel charts, they still got the genre. So essentially, you can kind of look at new music and look at what do you call it, music that's going to come out, so you can either save it in your wish list and stuff like that, and if you want to kind of listen to it on Spotify when it comes out, then you can. So iTunes, Instagram, social media is definitely a key part. That's because obviously most of the stuff's on social media anyway. So following the right artists, so then you'll link with other artists, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I like this artist or I don't like this artist, so let me gravitate more to the one that I like rather than the one that I'm not really feeling at the moment. So social media.
All right then, learn some techniques there, yo. Is your technique that deep, Mike, or anybody you go to, or just how do you, because I know you go for like a organically kind of like different type of style, you know what I mean? Actually, I'm gonna find a track that you kind of like, or I'll find a typically Michael track, but how do you get to your style of music, you would say?
To be honest, I don't search for them. Like what DJ H said, on Instagram, people posting, and then on Spotify, when it says, you know, this artist is similar to this, or like even on SoundCloud, you know, when it goes to a random artist. That's how I discover a lot of people, just by chance. I don't go searching for them. I don't really go and type in rapzilla.com because I want to find a new artist. I don't really do that. They more so just appear on my timeline, or just when I'm on Spotify or SoundCloud.
You just hit play in it, or like even your release radar, you know, when you get that on Spotify, where basically like every Friday it will say, this is these kind of new music that you probably like that's come out, based on what you listen to through Spotify. So that's another good way to kind of discover different artists, because then they'll just be like, okay, this might have come out 2 weeks ago, but listen to this, basically.
That's calm. But I'm gonna definitely put. You know, Mike, I'm allowed to play that track. You know what I'm saying? He's laughing now still, This is Mike line me up on a show one time, play this track still, And I must admit, the track's kind of big still. You call for me to play this.
Cool.
Yes, it represents you well.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a bit nervous now. It's like, after that track by last one, But again, another emotional track,
That's an emotional track.
Yo, people's loving this emotional thing right here, still there. So, and just, you know, you ready to cry, like, Mom. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those tracks there still, anyway. Go on, what you saying, Mike?
A track that represents me better.
So anyway, still, and Shania, she's already locked off the radio. Or she's already had a show to herself already. And she started off trying to do electric slide, like with her shoulders and worry. So she's already killed it off anyway. So yeah, and you don't know how I stay anyway. We got bare tracks in my one anyway. But anyway, right, let's check this out. This is the odds. The VODs. The track's The Odds by Beat Breakers.
Statistics say in 5 years that it won't exist. So why bother taking the risk? Cause risk leads to loss. Why try to be better? Cause you messed up, so we just messed up together. I pay whatever forever costs. If we stack bands or if we shout, if it all ends up a loss, we beat the odds, no love lost.
You told me to follow and give up everything I thought I knew, no matter the cost, cause it all amounts to nothing without you. And baby, I'm wrong for betting it all, but I'm embracing the odds for you. Embracing the odds for you. They said you were a risk and I made a mistake. They said you can never give me what it takes, but when I had nothing, you were there for me. And now I'm living my dream and you're here with me. And yes, we've had our ups, yes, we've had our downs. We've been round the corner and all across the town, but no matter where we are, you will always have my heart, and you mean more than words can say. But nothing can keep me away. Call me crazy, but I'm a fool, amounts to nothing without you. And baby, I'm wrong for betting it all, but I'm embracing the odds for you, embracing the odds for you. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Embracing the odds for you, embracing the odds for you. Oh. Embracing the odds for you, embracing the odds for you. I can't even imagine, or barely even fathom, what life is like without you by my side. And you mean the world to me. Don't ever leave me, never leave. You mean more than words can say. Nothing, no nothing can keep me
Okay, so as you can tell, Mike's got them tracks that look funny on the DJ decks, you know what I'm saying, with the quietness, then been loud and quiet and loud, you know one's H, you know, and the waveforms like up, down, up, down, up, down, pure vibes. It gives you room to talk over it anyway still, yeah? So you can chat anyway. But, right, Mike, so to get me in trouble right now, okay, before anyone wants, we are, I'm allowed to say, because it's out there in the public still, yeah? This artist has, obviously, you know, I would say obviously came out about, you know, he's what's the, is it I'm trying to find a politically correct way of saying, but he's gay, yeah, and he's came out but you know what, still, yeah, something that Jackie Hill Perry said, which I absolutely loved, you know, was you know, when everyone focuses on people's sexuality, when, you know, reality shows, when it comes to heaven, we're not judging our sexuality, so we judge with our relationship with God and, you know, and sin itself, you know. So everyone is there pointing. I'm going, you know what, still, yeah, look at all the people who are pointing, what you're pointing at, and there's something, and this really comes back to, I don't know if you guys know about artist called Tone. Tone, B Slade now.
Yeah, B Slade, yeah, Tone.
Yeah, Tone, yeah.
Make me over. Yeah.
No, okay, cool, right. No, keep it off. But I think you do some research in it, you know, come back like eyes wide open.
Tone was the best, you know. Nah, Raj, when Tone first came out,
his albums, bro. I got every
listen,
I got his corner albums, like, you know, like when he first came out, proper like CD imports,
listen,
man. You know, talented.
When Tone first came out, he was like so ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Like the only way I can explain it is that if Tone was to bring out the album that he brought out, the live one, I think it was, I can't remember.
Yeah,
if you brought out the box now,
yeah,
it will go to #1 in every single chart.
Yeah,
like not gospel Christian. I'm talking about, it was so ahead of its time in terms of production and everything, like, and how he fought to put things together. It was crazy. Like, I think kind of like when you think about it now, when you think back to it, Tone himself kind of probably thought he was in like a box, in terms of like the genre and stuff. So
and he raised the right. For me, my issue with when people moaned about Tone, like, yo, because it took me a long time to even, like, I love his music, you know what I mean? He's got some mixtapes, like, yo, like, I listen, man, I absolutely he was just pumping out music, but the reality is that he's like, hold on a second, how can you guys be shooting me down when all of you guys do the same thing? You know what I mean? And that's the reality. Sometimes we want to point out, want to expose with the people that's coming out, but you know what, I'd rather you just be real with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Be real with me, put it on the table, let's talk, let's reason, and let's go on a journey. Let's start this journey. Because because sometimes, you know what, still, yeah, some people are there drinking the alcohol in the corner. I'm not saying alcohol will take you to hell, but for example, you don't know that they're alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? You just know that, you know what, still, yeah, that they're just coming, smiling, whatever. But it's not until they come out that's when you can actually, you know, talk and reason and go through a journey with people. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's where I'm at. I don't know if I'm right or wrong for what I'm saying anyway. But listen, brother John Givens, listen, big up to your music and everything, and that's the what you're doing out there. But listen, you know, it's where you're at is where you're at, man. At least you like, you know what I mean, keeping it real, man. And we're gonna play a track that he did do. How long ago? This came out about a year ago, didn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you're feeling that still, yeah? Right, this is Mike Star. Mike's probably going, why did he have to say something? Before I get myself into trouble anyway. So not into trouble, man. You know, when people just like, yo, why you playing that? I'm just saying to you, be real. You know what? So before you say, why you playing that? I can ask them many questions about all the other tunes I'm playing right now. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, I've been on the other side of things. And I hear about other things. So listen, guys, we got to be careful how we're pointing our fingers, man. Yeah, so listen, guys. Let Me Out by John Givens.
Through my eyes, I'm ultrasounding. Keep running high to survive the culture around me. Or lack of culture, attract the culture, then drain it. Microaggressions, why your confessions ain't blameless? Black lives matter, do criminals only claim it? And what's fragility? Is that ability to resist the systemic condition but never change it? How we contribute to systems we know are tainted. In Jesus' name then, flip the token when name it. Most of us broken famous cause they just focused on payments. And history never changes, fiscally dangerous game. In my country, a kite connected to chains is how they want me to shoot a message to slaves. Diversity's got the gun now, invite me to the treehouse. Integrate, I can come now. Interesting enough, I feel rewarded when I come down. That lynching tree's historic, important to why we hung out. Say how you feel, say how you feel. Looks can kill, self-control, for real, chill. Let me looks can kill, self-control, I'm here still, let me out. Say how you feel, say how you feel, looks can kill, self-control, for real, chill, let me out. Say how you feel, looks can kill, self-control, I'm here still, let me out.
Just the kind of a day made loving you. Soon the evening breezes will start to blow. Baby, grab your hat now, 'cause here we go.
Put your hands in the air for Cardi.
Long live the champion.
Arriba,
campeón.
Yeah, Southside, Southside. Arriba, campeón. Oh yeah. Sigue luchando, campeón. Singing my song. Arriba, campeón. Arriba, campeón. Long live the champion.
I do it for the culture, I take it global. I've been moreno, papi loco since 8-8. I like dance on the low, it's in my torso. I got fire like some cultures, get in my ojos. Okay, okay, we don't walk away in my go day, no way am I gon' leave. Oh no, not today, do not behave, but it's on the league. Weep before you speak, go, think before you eat. How you love a country food more than its people, cause I think you hide behind your politics. Yeah. You do not want answers, you want arguments. Okay, yes, I love the kingdom more than I love my nation. Yeah, yes, I love my neighbor more than I love his papers. Okay, okay, still alive, but we thrive, we don't, do not die. Coming live from the Citadel, I was made alive in the big fail when Washington fell.
Chanel, still hit a Denzel. Love. Till we live well, we gon' play the role real well. Long live the champion. Now, arriba, campeón. One time for the South Side. Arriba, campeón. Oh yeah. Luchando, campeón. Singing my song. Arriba, campeón. Arriba, campeón.
PNC se unió con el KB, buscando mi sortija como KD. Un saludo a los boricuas en el Navy. Representa a los latinos, hizo KB. Nos hicimos bajo el sol, baños de sudor. Laboramos todos los días, aunque hubo dolor. Lo negativo no nos mata, nos hace mejor. Nuestra fuerza no depende del alrededor. Oh, Cuba, Chile, Nicaragua, Argentina y Bolivia. Latinos somos ya familia, unidos como nos dice la Biblia. Quiero que la gente me suba las manos bien altas para el techo. Y si tú eres latino y no te avergüenzas, pues date 2 puños bien duros para el pecho.
And I met the bravest, what they still sing when they living through the anguish. Never be famous when you got a smile for your kids when you know that they in danger. You feel anger, Puerto Rico, many bodies never claimed it. And when you look into your neighbor and you get hatred, but they be back on vacation. But the people still make it, they will never break it. Cause we're dealing on with the grace here, being amazed here. It's been a couple days here, see the courageous people that you don't want to migrate here. I really want to have the gospel for the nations. Cause I see sheep when you say your heart's full, homie, I see eat. When I see weak, I pray to God, I see me. Campeón. One time for the South Side. Arriba, campeón. Oh yeah. Luchando, campeón. Singing my song. Arriba, campeón. Arriba, campeón. Arriba, campeón. One time for the South Side. Arriba, campeón. Oh yeah. Luchando, campeón. Singing my song. Arriba, campeón. Arriba, campeón. Only the champions. We wanna live, let the light in. I know that you're tired, mommy, you're a fighter. Yeah, we just wanna live, I cannot forget. As long as I live, I'll be standing right here. We just wanna live, let the light in. Oh, he's alive, you were not forgotten. Yeah, we just wanna live, let the light in. Trouble won't last, but the word will, baby, we just
Okay, guys, right, we're back with these guys. The busting jokes behind me here, right? We're gonna put our hands back into Mike. Is it? 1 second, was this Mike? What up, RG? Was this Mike?
Mike's
Oh, it's Mike. Yeah.
Outside of my usual.
No.
Don't try to come with the excuses now. I like him, but it's outside of my usual. It's not my usual.
It's not my usual tracks, but I play it all the time. When I get home and I'm dancing and vibing to it. I know all the lyrics to it still. And everything like that still. Yeah.
You play this track.
He's bought it on iTunes, guy. He's downloaded, guys. Yeah, he spent 99 pence on it. You know what I'm saying? So I guarantee this track is gonna be a bang gap. So this is right now, guys. Let's discuss now. I am so terrible with names now because there's no Tims anymore in the industry. Timothy Brindles. There's no normal Stephen the Levi. That's we used to call ourselves normal names, but now everyone comes up with these weird names. Now, what up RG? Yeah, no, what up? It's not what. It can't be what's up because it's what up RG. Yeah.
What up RG? That's how what up RG? That's how I think you say
Sorry
it.
guys, that is not my accent. That's me. This
What
is my
up,
tone.
RG?
That's DJ H in the background going, what? You know what I'm saying? So anyone wants to sack him over that.
Trying to transition over it.
So what are you saying there, Mike? What if someone says what's his artist name? What would you say?
You'd spell it out, innit?
Yeah, I'd probably go what URPG, UPRG, something like that.
So Shania, what's your shout, man? What's your shout about this show?
I'd say how you said it. What up, RG?
What's up?
Obviously not.
Wait,
like how H said it.
Yeah.
But I don't have the accent.
Well, I'm from the days of when he used to was you know what I'm saying? So, but the AT like it's like it's
it throws you off, innit?
Yeah, it's like it should be was.
It makes you pronounce it properly.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta think about it.
What up, RG?
What up, RG? What up?
What the? You know what I'm saying? But obviously it's not a Wagwan RG. But anyway, still but we're gonna play this now, guys. Usually I listen to the music before I put it on the radio. Now we're live on Vine Juice Radio. This is selection is from Michael Passan, and Michael Passan is introducing the track called West Side without the T. So it's not West Side, it's West Side. And Mike, Listen,
It's down to you.
H come true, you know. H come true. Shania already done the dance from 2 weeks ago, and you know what I mean. I come through, and I'm still using tunes from her stuff there. Still, yeah. You know what I'm saying. And I'm on my 57th show, and I'm still banging out tunes, you know, bro. So like, I'm this deep in now. So so guys, we rely on Michael going past 3 tracks on the show. Let's you know what I'm saying.
In a row,
let's right. So. Right, guys, if you're watching online now, watch out for the dirty faces. I will close my face. And
confidence in this track.
What is the confidence?
Confidence.
He's cheating because picking the Reach Records track, and then they know they got the best producer. But anyway, let's not go there still. Yeah, say, you know, that's cheating, you know. But anyway, so apart from that, what up, RG? West Side, let's press play. I'm going to make sure it's all loud. It's from full blast, guys. Get ready. Mics down.
Yeah. On the west side, feeling like a great. And I'm looking up to God like what a day. Thank you, God. I don't ever gotta worry about the hate. No. If it's ever any issue, then I skate. Vámonos cuando el DJ le da play. Dale play. Cada vez que ella me llama dice, hey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde voy? Yo camino como rey. Agua viva, aquí no existe la ley. No. Sweet just like Tampico. She from Puerto Rico. We gon' take it slow like Despacito. Suave like I'm Rico. She said, ay bendito. How you keep it real? Still connecting with the people. That's Jesus. I'm on 10 with all the crew. Talked to God and he said, boy, you ain't never hitting snooze. No, that's Jesus. Heard the tribe is on the move, and my life is like a carnival, dog. This that Celia Cruz. On the west side, feeling like a great. And I'm looking up to God like what a day. Thank you, God. I don't ever gotta worry about the hate. No. If it's ever any issue, then I skate. Vámonos cuando el DJ le da play. Dale play. Cada vez que ella me llama dice, hey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde voy? Yo camino como rey. Agua viva, aquí no existe la ley. No. Dice ven aquí, con el énfasis. Yo sé que nací para ser así. Young hijo de Dios, I ain't got no choice. Yo te canto en inglés and then en español. Yo tengo el flow de los cielos, todo lo que hago es eterno. Tumbo la puerta al infierno. Yo sé que yo no me quemo, es porque yo no lo miro. Dios a mi lado yo sigo, va preparando la mesa frente de mis enemigos. On the west side, feeling like a great. And I'm looking up to God like what a day. Thank you, God. I don't ever gotta worry about the hate. No. If it's ever any issue, then I skate. Vámonos cuando el DJ le da play. Dale play. Cada vez que ella me llama dice, hey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde voy? Yo camino como rey. Agua viva, aquí no existe la ley. No. Saddest person I've seen in my life. Boy, you ain't really happy. Why you lying? You the saddest person I've seen in my life.
Okay, guys, it's official. Mike has passed the test. Yeah,
he passed the test.
Yeah. He's passed the test. He basically went for the air keyboard track still. Yeah, so you know, you saw everyone was playing the keys like, you know what, it's got like ooh, and you start moving across. You have to go back in and you have to go back across still. Yeah, so you had that. So I must admit, yo guys, check out What About G? Is that how you said it? Right.
Yeah, you said it exactly the right way as well.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm a professional here, right? Yeah, you gotta be. I got these names on lock still, you know, especially the American accent still. You know, What About G? But anyway, still, but either way, still, yeah. If you're wondering what language you were speaking, I believe it's Spanish or that's influenced by Mexican background. And I must admit, Reach Records, that's a great one. You know what? Still, not just focusing on one side of the market. You know what I mean? They do have a varied amount of styles on their label. You know what I mean? So, which is real good. But guys, we're coming down on the show. We're coming down, as they would say. It doesn't sound like a preacher now. Gee, we're coming down. But anyway, got 8 more. We're live on the Vine Juice Radio right now. For anyone who's listening right now, hi everyone. It's from Birmingham, the centre, the heartbeat of the UK. Would you agree, guys?
Yeah.
We got-
sure.
What? Oh no!
Why?
No.
Why?
We have a sellout in town. we, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. At heartbeat, I cannot deny the heartbeat.
With the Midlands, you know, with the middle.
You say London's the foot bottom, you know.
Nah, Roger, by yourself on that one, you know.
Okay. Or the joint that links the foot and the leg. A big bowly part. The lamb mass. so I'm being wicked here right there. But anyway, so we're not biased to Birmingham, but you know, I mean, it's hobby. Now, Shania, just before we come to end the show, you just totally dissed Birmingham by not saying we're not the heartbeat.
I didn't diss it. I didn't diss
Nah,
it.
you did, you know.
I said I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
You might as well diss us if you say not sure, really.
It's about listen, man. Where you born, man? And if he was born Dudley Road Hospital, yeah, that's all.
Actually was.
Exactly. So
You know what I mean? You might as well have a Jamaican passport as well. That's like, it's like, hey, yo, who was it? Like, I was born there. You know what I'm saying? You know, H, you need to do your time there.
Yeah, I was born there, man. I was doing my time there still.
Mike, what you saying?
Dudley Road.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shout out to City Hospital, yeah.
Yo, still. Yo, no, ask me why it's still open, but anyway.
It's true.
It's exactly the same when I was born, you know.
Yeah.
when you walk there, you're like, this Lord of mercy. You're like, and the new hospital, they're kind of like not building, it's stopped in it.
Yeah.
It's like Pete, they ran out of money. Well, you know, that's how they feel about North Birmingham. But let's not go there still, yeah, into politics and stuff. But a quick one about politics, yeah, right. Sorry guys, I kind of like looking gossip and whatever, but Tripoli cussed off about Donald Trump the other day, innit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they would kind of moan saying about Christians getting involved with politics and shouldn't talk about it. What do you think? Should we? Was that something, you know what I mean? So Mike, you support Conservative or Labour?
Never.
What's that?
Never.
What? So yeah.
I'm Michael.
Support Jesus in it.
Support Jesus.
Support
That's it.
Jesus.
I support Jesus.
Yes. Oh my goodness! Say, what a slide out. Shania, we were talking about politics the other day, sis. Yeah. Say, you know, Shania is Labour all day, man.
Yeah, I'm Labour.
Yeah. She's Labour, man. Yeah. Hey, Molly.
Nah, I'm Labour. It's you know what it is. I'm not even Labour. It's more so the best of a bad bunch, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like Conservatives are bad, but Labour, what Labour are trying to say they're gonna do with the money and get this money. I was like, yeah, we ain't got that money. You can't offer all these kind of things. So I think Labour's kind of like the best of a bad bunch, which is kind of like, it's bad to say the fact that we ain't really got like a good choice that can really is foreseeable. Like you got like the Green Party and all those kind of people who potentially can do good stuff, but like they're just not big enough. Like they just don't have that kind of following for people to just be like, I'm gonna back you to the hills. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I think in terms of Tripoli, I think Christians, like politics is always a tricky situation, and because it affects, no matter if you're Christian or not, like if you're doing music, it's always going to affect your following.
Yeah.
It's always going to affect how people view you, because they're going to see, okay, if you disagree with Donald Trump, this is how people like to put it together. If you disagree with Donald Trump, you must be supporting the other side. Where sometimes it's, I disagree with Donald Trump, doesn't mean I support the other side. It's just that what he's saying or what he's doing at the moment, I don't agree with.
Which you got every right to, and I think that, you know, to be honest, people, just open up your mouth, man, because, you know, sometimes, you know, we're here to, you know, for me, you know, I've seen Labour change totally and whatever, and, you know, you can ultimately, it's like if people mind about communism back in the day, and saying Western culture's so great and they got it so bad over there. It's just the same thing, just repackaged. You know what I mean? It was all about people controlling us. So I don't want to get too much involved, but Michael's lived them anyway. So anyway,
definitely not. 100% not.
He just dropped it in there. Mike had the mic ready, you know, just to make sure. Listen, disclaimer, that's not the truth.
So we caught him out there. So you know, put your red blood and come yellow there. So anyway, but listen, guys, we're gonna go off a track which has been introduced by H by artist which I introduced him to, Aaron Cole. You know what I mean? Him laugh hard.
That's funny.
And through that, he's got to open his eyes to more artists than Kurt Franklin. But anyway, so help develop his DJing career.
Nah, I'm done.
So, I say, guys, but listen, guys, yo, first and foremost, I have to thank you guys for coming out of the show. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously, A-Daz was at home balling, and he's there, kind of like going, yo, on the take my spot. Yeah, they did take your spot, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, but either way, you know, we you know, thanks again for coming out. It's great having convo and we'll talk, and you know what I mean, and like, you know, again, just encourage everyone, man. You know, there's quality gospel music out there, and I'm learning every time. You know, just from conversations, and you know, different people, just new music there. Check out Jordan Armstrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Check out Wadabaji from like I would say check out Jay Givers, but we'll put pause on that at the moment, and we just let God do His work. As stuff like still, and you know, that Electric Side track by artists that I have no idea what the name of them are.
Montel Fish and Chris Howland.
Okay, cool. Yeah, help me there. I was like, who the heck was that dude? He just vibes. But anyway, so it's yellow cover. It's real cool. But listen, this is Roger over now alongside DJ H.
Yep.
Shania.
Hey.
I get the name right every single
got
time.
it right,
Now. So you know what I'm saying? I try to. And Michael Passan, you know what I'm saying? And alongside Roger Moore, you know what I'm saying? Over and out. I'm gonna play a bit of Emotions. Aaron Cole.
Yeah. Cole, what up? Another one. Look, I know. What's up? Real talk, you ain't fooling me. You been moving so sus. I don't even trust anything you're doing, B. Yeah, you don't let me, you just go through the motions. You don't let me, you just go through the motions. Yeah, you don't let me, you just go through the motions. You don't let me, you just go through the motions. I know. What's up? Real talk, you ain't fooling me. You been moving so sus. I don't even trust anything you're doing, big. You don't let me, you just go through the motions. Yeah, you don't let me, you just go through the motion. Whoa, you don't let me, you just go through the motion. Yeah, you don't let me, you just go through the motions. God been blessing me lately. Yeah, only see 10s when they rate me. Yeah, grown women been calling me baby. Just cause she go to church don't mean she won't play me. Ayy, had to tell her that we better as friends. Yeah, she was trying to marry the kid. Yeah, I don't ever put trust in a man. Yeah, I only put trust in his hands. No feature unless you the homie, I got a bag. So don't ask, grabbing feet like I'm Pac, I'm the man. Yeah, really trying to make God glad. Ayy, cause that's the only reason that I rap. Oh, I gotta go. Yeah, homie, I'm in a zone. Ayy, look, leaning on God too easy. You throw that word love around too freely. I know. What's up? Real talk, you ain't fooling me. You been moving so sus. I don't even trust anything you're doing, big. Yeah, you don't let me, you just go through the motions. You don't let me, you just go through the motions. Yeah, you don't let me, you just go through the motions. You don't let me, you just go through the motions. I know. What's up? Real talk, you ain't fooling me. You been moving so sus. I don't even trust anything you're doing, big. You don't let me, you just go through the motions. Yeah, you don't let me, you just go through the motion. Whoa, you don't let me, you just go through the motion. You don't let me, you just go through the motions. Oh, yeah, do your own thing. Oh, yeah, own thing. Yeah, I got love for you, but honestly, I don't really rub with you. Yeah, saying that you my brother too, but you ain't never doing what a brother do.